food justice is when there becomes that balance again where people have access to food. And I don't mean food stamps. I don't mean a program that gives you milk. I mean access to food. I mean, you can walk down the street and, there's a farm.
Food justice means access to fresh foods that are not tainted with chemicals, that are affordable and for people of all income levels.
Food justice, in one sense, just starts from the premise that healthy food is a right, not a privilege, and that we all deserve access to fresh, healthy, affordable food regardless of where we live, regardless of how much money we make. And so that, food justice is basically about what it takes to get us there, whatever that means in any given community.
Welcome to Elleria Swansea, one of the most polluted neighborhoods in Denver. Industrial centers dwarf the small houses. Train tracks and highways cleave the residential areas.
Elleria Swansea is considered a food desert. The people in Elleria Swansea must travel at least 3 miles for fresh produce.
These neighborhoods are one of the few places in Denver that really suffer an extreme sort of environmental justice deficiency. People who live up here are really subjected to a lot of contamination and environmental hazards that the rest of Denver isn't subjected to.
The Grow House started about 2.5 years ago in late 2009. This building that we're in used to be a flower processing facility, and it was vacant for a long time until it was brought to the attention of a local developer named Paul Tamburello, who's really into local food and social justice. And he kind of saw this big space in this neighborhood that's lacking grocery stores, high unemployment, and realized, the potential in it. Our main mission is to be a hub, a food hub, we kind of call it. So using this space that we have as a hub for food production, for food distribution, food education, and even job creation. And so we hope to see ourselves as kind of a model that other people can learn from, whether they're just starting a garden or starting a whole other nonprofit that can kind of replicate throughout the rest of Denver.
This is actually my second time to the Seed Swam. I just started volunteering, taking classes. I live in a near neighborhood, and I'm working on a community farmers market. So today was especially exciting because I was able to collect some seeds for some garden projects that I'm gonna start this season.
I came here because part of my business mission is the idea of cultivating heirloom varieties. Plus, I know people from the Grow House. Grow House is part of the network of farmers that I'm in communication with. I'm very impressed with their mission. And I brought my friend here because it's a great chance to sort of see what Denver has to offer as far as urban farming and food justice projects. I don't always know. And I know that I don't know, which I think is an important first step.
From the grocery store, it usually comes from Whole Foods. In the summer, it comes from farmers markets, and hopefully as local as possible.
I think there's kind of a broader understanding now that our food system as it stands today is broken. Basically what's happening is, like is happening in many industries, there's consolidation after consolidation. There's kind of this corporate oligarchy that controls, it's 4 different companies that control 90% of our food supply from seed to table. And the result of that is that, they're built around maximizing profit, not around providing healthy food for everybody.
Wanting to have a better connection with my, ingredients, wanting to have a better connection with the food that I was eating and the food that I was feeding, naturally you turn to farming. Because if you started off from a seed, to the table, right, as one person, I know what's going on. When I look at that carrot and I start cutting that carrot, I remember planting that carrot, right? So when I'm making that food, I take more care and love, right? To me, it's not just a 50-pound bag of carrots that I got from, some large purveyor. It's a carrot that I grew, right?